Welcome to Leo for Leos. This is a channel featuring intuitive tarot readings for the astrological sign of Leos. Sun, moon, and rising. I'm a Leo as well, so this is why the channel is called Leo for Leos. Cross watchers and fellow readers are welcome. However, I do want to give you a heads up that I read the cards as I see them and not always the way it's traditionally done. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the Smith-Waite Tarot deck, the Centennial Edition. Alright, so this reading will be for March 16 to the 22nd. Oh, we already have something already. Ooh. I did a little pre-shuffling, so that may be the reason why the cards are ready to talk right away. So let's keep going and see what we get. Six cards for March 16 to the 22nd. March 16 to the 22nd. March 16 to 22nd. For Leos. Sun, moon, rising. Please send us messages that will help Leos. Sun, moon, and rising. One, two, three. Strong messages for Leos to help them through the month of March into April and dominate 2020. Come on, help out the Leos. Help out the Leos. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right, so we have these. Okay, so let's see. So I'm getting the energy field here that, judging from the Five of Pentacles, we've gotten that card so many times in the last few months, and it's just showed up. Sometimes it's been the first card this is the energy that we're going to be fighting against this week. It's not really like my favorite place to be, but it's the same exact problem, but now it just feels like it's ramping up a little bit. It's just that feeling of, I don't know if I can make it, I don't know if I can do it. It feels like this is too hard. I may fail at what I'm working on. And this definitely has to do with money and career. And not so much relationship, but that also plays into it as well. So if Leos have been having a hard time with relationships, there may be a serious feeling of lack of confidence too, that can interfere with like your ability to make money the way you want to. It's that confidence, inner confidence, that inner confidence is so important. It's the pulse of success, and you're going to need to do something radically to kind of change that perception of yourself. So looking forward, what does Leo need to do? What actions should Leos be doing for the future to help them in their future? Look towards the past. Looking towards the past can help. There's something healing about looking back. And it's not about looking back and seeing all the things you did wrong, but seeing all the things you've done right. Maybe collecting some things. I talked about spring cleaning last week. And perhaps this is going through old files and digging up something that could be useful to you. So the past is not as terrible and murky as it seems. There may be something from that place that can help you with what you're doing in the future, right now and the future. So, ooh, we have some talkers. All right. So vision, whatever it is, will help clarify your vision. It will help you to see things in a clear way and help light your path, if you will. It's sort of like now you can see like specific little things that you can do to improve yourself or improve your career or improve your life around you, even if it is, again, cleaning up or organizing things that you have. There's a sense of clarity that's happening, and it's beautiful. It's giving you a lot of life and energy. There's also two epiphanies in there. It's like you get clarity and you also get epiphanies, like, oh, okay, now instead of doing things this way, now I'm going to start doing it this other way. There's more incentive and even purpose behind it. So I see that as a good thing. That's going to be the only way to transform out of this kind of woe is me time frame of mind. And it's so important for you to do that, because this is, I think last week I was talking about a portal. And as of this week, the portal has opened. And you only have about maybe 7 or 8 days to really take advantage of this portal of opportunity, and just really take advantage of all the things that are coming towards you. I would say, like, the words that you shouldn't use is the word no, unless it's to, for people that you know that you can't trust. Then we have the High Priestess here, Who is in charge of intuition? Intuition. Things that you don't know but you feel. Things that you don't know but you feel. See, we have the moon here, and the moon tells us that there is something about this whole thing you don't actually know, but the High Priestess, about feeling your way through it and discovering it. And with the Hangman, there you'll be enlightened to new ways to proceed forward with your intuition at your side. So let's see more about this intuition and how it can help Leos. Okay, it's about, usually you get this at the end, right? The happiness card, the gratification. But this is really talking about community. Maybe this is now the time to reach out to the community that's closest to your community of people. And it's dealing a lot with emotions, right? So there's a lot of emotion to share with others. I believe that this could be an excellent time for you to reach out to others, to maybe go to events and see people and talk to people and see what they say, get their input, and that could be very, very helpful to you as far as if there's any decisions that need to be made. All right, and that is about experimenting with what you have going on already, doing experiments, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Maybe try something one day and then try it another day. Like maybe it's taking a shower at a different time of day. Maybe it's like, hey, maybe I'm going to try waking up an hour earlier this week and see how that goes. Or see how it goes when you don't drink coffee in the morning. For some people it may be disastrous, but you know, it's about saying maybe you don't need to drink as much coffee, or maybe there's something that you can do to tweak what you've got going on already and make things just a little bit better for yourself. And let's see if there's another card that can speak to us. And there's victory. There's victory. I like this. This week is very, very, it's very good. You're getting a lot of things done, and you're communicating with people. This is exactly what Leo needs for their emotional, like, satisfaction and stuff. Now, there are a lot of shy Leos out there, Leos who like to be alone and don't like for people to be messing around with them. And this is talking about a small group of people that you already know, or people that you're discovering that are like you, that you can talk to. It's not a big like party. It's gentle. It's just the way you like it, and it feels good for you. You feel like you've gotten a victory out of it. Now, for the party animals out there, you're just going to be meeting a lot more people that are more instrumental in your life, not people that are just like, hi, I know this other person just to know them. These people can be and possibly be future contacts for you, future friends, that kind of thing. So be aware of the people that you meet this week. It could be very powerful for you to know them and get to know them. Okay, let's move on to the Queen of Cups. And this is talking about being sensitive to your environment, but also being very graceful in the line of of awkward situations or even unpleasant ones. Like it could even be like you're the master of ceremony somewhere where you are displaying a great deal of grace and composure. So for a lot of people, they're looking at you and you are displaying these incredible, this incredible grace is the only term I can really say that comes to mind here. So let's see what this is about. Is this like about a public event, or what is this about? All right, this is about a new attitude, okay? A new point of view, a new perspective that you're developing. You're developing this new perspective. Like some part of yourself is like, I can't go on like this anymore. I've got to change just a little if I want to see changes. I've got to go out more. I've got to go meet people more. I've got to like stop being antisocial and get out there and talk to people. If you're already a people person, it's about getting more connected with them in a deeper way instead of a shallow relationship. Like actually get more intimate with people and talk to them about how they're actually doing. Actually try to help people on a level that's more than the pleasantries of meeting someone somewhere. Like, hey, how you doing? It's more like, hey, how are you feeling today? That difference. It's more of an intense relationship of friendship that's happening, and I like that. You know, it's easy to forget the person who's always like into themselves and not really connecting with you. It's so cool to just sit down with a friend and talk. Page of Wands. And maybe some confessing, maybe something that you share with one of your friends or one of the people that you meet. Something that is sort of an announcement. Maybe you've never told anyone a certain feeling that you have, that you're sharing, or you're making known a certain thing. And I think that's really beautiful. It's emotional, whatever it is, because of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is an emotional based royal, and so this communication is definitely going to be pulling at the emotional strings for both you and the person that you're sharing this with. All right, let's move on to Judgment. I think that really sums that up. So Judgment is really more of like you're opening up yourself to new ideas and new concepts. You don't have anything to lose, or at least you feel like you don't have any more to lose, so why not just go for it? And you're open to new ideas. It's kind of a liberating feeling to be open to new ideas. So let's see what this liberation is really talking about here. It's talking about a creative endeavor. Okay. A creative endeavor. Possibly one that you're already working on, or maybe a new thing. There may be a change or a new process that you come up with that could be, that could move things along, that can help express your creativity a little bit wider. You're all into it. Okay, it's whatever it is, it's very, very expansive. It's about it's international. It's about reaching as far as the eye can see, and further even still. It's global, global. And there's a partnership perhaps that is involved, or harmony to it, a harmony to this this project. See, let's look. See, I'm reading a lot of different things here. For some people, this is a project, and for others, this is a opening up yourself to a relationship. Opening up yourself to a relationship, possibly with this Knight of Wands, a person who is very flamboyant and very dashing, very, like, they're extremely, they're world traveled. That's a possibility for some of you out there. But I know there's a lot of very business-minded and career-focused Leos that aren't having anything to do with relationships right now, and this is all about work. So I hear you. But for a couple people who have been closed off, it's about opening up the idea, or just testing out the waters of a new relationship. If you're already in a relationship, it's just about opening up opening up yourself to, like, new experiences within the relationship. Okay, let's move on to the Three of Pentacles. And I always love this card because it's talking about the master artist, the master at work. Someone who is really good at what they do and really is able to be the expert on hand. Maybe possibly even collaborating with others, but definitely showing off their skills. And that nothing really makes, well, there's a lot that makes Leos happy, but that really makes Leos happy when we get a chance to show our stuff. So yeah, so this is the week to, like, if you got a talent, to put it on showcase. Again, another Pentacle card here. There could be a money offer for you to do something that you love, even a promotion. It could be even a small raise or an evaluation at work that could lead to a promotion or a raise. And this could also mean for freelancers out there, just a paid gig, which we love. So there should be some money coming in. King of Cups. All right, that's just keeping your emotions together. These are great emotions that Leos are facing, but it's also like keeping the emotions check. Like even the good ones. You don't want everyone, you don't want to go crazy like, yeah, I got this. You want to, I think for you, it's about keeping your emotions in check, even the good ones, even the happy emotions, keeping them at bay. So, but also, I'm just going to insert a little like something here is that if you do get a victory, my friend, look, the victory card is right there. If you do get a victory, please do celebrate that victory in your own way, whether it's like getting a small piece of jewelry or wearing a special, that particular day to wear your special piece of jewelry. That could be something. Or wear a special outfit, your celebration outfit, or get yourself a little special treat, like a piece of chocolate or something. Just celebrate it in some way, because those little bits of celebrations can really reinforce like the fact that you can do what it is that you're doing, that it reinforces the positive things in your life. Okay, I can see some Leos as their treat, they watch their favorite movie. You know, they take their time and take an extra long bubble bath, or do something that really pleases them and nurtures their soul. Let's move on to the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card in which sometimes when I see the Knight of Swords, I'm like, ooh. And then sometimes I see the Knight of Swords and I'm like, yeah. And in this time, I'm saying, yeah. Because Leos can jump right into what it is that they're desiring pertaining to, like, your work. I believe it's pertaining to work. Let me do a little shuffling. To my next card should tell me what so there's a bit of rushing in to make a decision that you don't know the outcome of. Should be interesting. See? That's self-serving. Walk away from something and not know the outcome. Okay. Come on, show me clearly. It's telling me a story. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sorry about this, guys. It's... Come on. I know. Okay. This is kind of crazy. This is a lot. I'm sorry about that, but this was what this was leading up to. Okay. So there's a rushing in to make a decision. Okay. There's a decision that has to be made. There's a lot of push towards it. And from my intuition, it feels like a decision that you have to rush into. You don't know the outcome. You don't know the outcome. You have no clue what the outcome is going to be. None whatsoever. It's self-serving. You're doing it because you're leaving the situation. You want to go to somewhere better, but you don't know the outcome again. It's playing upon the desires of a wish that you have and fulfilling your internal desires, your internal wishes. And it's kind of half-baked. It's not totally fantasy, this wish that you have. It's not totally fantasy. There's something that grounds it on reality, and there's something about it that's it's thriving on your emotions. And you know, all this water here is just telling me how strongly your emotions are attached to this dream. You're ready to rush into it, though. You're like, I'm not waiting anymore to fulfill my dream. Somehow there's a possible potential partner in this. You want a partner in this. For some of you, you want a partner. For some of you, there is a potential partner, or someone you may have to convince to be your partner. And there may be some feelings that maybe you're not sure that this person really, not that they should be your partner, but they really want to be, or will want to be your partner, or will want to stay there in the long haul to be your partner forever and ever. You're not sure how long they'll be your partner, is what I'm trying to say, if they are. So there's a partnership that you want that is not quite, you're not quite certain that that partnership is solid. Okay. This is definitely about when you jump into anything, whatever it is, whatever decision you make, especially about your career, make sure you research it. Make sure you know what it is. Make sure that whatever you're doing, you're checking all of the legal stuff involved. If there are contracts, you want to check to make sure that there is no fine print that you don't understand. Have a professional look at your contracts. I think this is about really understanding what your decision is going to be all about. What are the consequences, good or bad, of your decision? And this decision isn't, unfortunately, I feel like you're pressed into this decision. This is something you have to make. This isn't something that's optional not to make. And there's going to be some juggling going on. Sleepless nights. But ultimately, you're doing this to definitely go into a better place. This is a card verifying that. It's verifying the Eight of Cups. That one is you're changing, or you're making this decision because you think it's going to be taking you to a better place. And this card is saying yes, it is going to be taking you to a better place. But there are pitfalls along the way. There are things that are going to tether you to this. It's a contract that's got you locked in for a lot longer than you want it to be. That you want to be locked down for. It's going to be like, okay, I've got to sacrifice 5 months of doing this one thing. I can't just go off and leave it. So that's kind of a good thing, but kind of like it's it's not going to be a choice you have the luxury of not making. Okay? So, universe is saying be strong, and ultimately there's going to be growth from this. Okay, so let's move on to the Angel Answers cards and see what they say. Okay, so the question for the Angel Answer card is, can you offer up an answer or some sort of solution for Leos? We need answers about these cards that are in front of us today. What is the ultimate message that Leos need to remember? Meditation brings answers, and right beside it is the Hanged Man. Ha! Meditation brings answers. That is incredible. That is incredible. I am going to take a snapshot of this. Okay, and I'm going to read from, there's a little guidebook that comes with the Angel Answers card, so I'm going to read from it what it says about this card. So, meditation brings answers. Trying to come up with an intellectual answer to your concerns hasn't been successful. That's because the solutions you seek can only be found by going within, through meditation or inner spiritual work. You may also gather insights from your nighttime dreams as your subconscious creates solutions for you that are not available to your waking mind. That is incredible. I love it. Okay, I love these angel answers. Meditation brings the answers. Okay, so I'm going back to my card spread because there are some key cards in here that are going to be, we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, and that card is sort of the meditation card as well. The other card for meditation would be the Hermit, but this is one where there are epiphanies that are being brought to the surface, and that is the only. There's also, which speaks to exactly what we were talking about, the High Priestess. Let's get this High Priestess up. The High Priestess, going through, you know, sometimes intuition can take you a long way, but using intuition and meditation can really help you in this particular time period. Yes, you have to go within. There is no other place but to go within. So that is the reading for today. So thank you so very much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. If you haven't, please consider doing so for Leo Intuitive Tarot readings. Be sure to hit the bell icon to be the first to know when my next video gets posted. Many blessings to you, my awesome Leos! And remember, this channel is for you and for you alone.